Hello there, my crafty friends. It's Candy here from SweetStamper.com, and it's time for Thursday night stamping. Welcome. My name is Candy, and I am an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in San Antonio, Texas. And if you are on Facebook, I would love for you to like my page so that you will get notifications when I'm going live and when I'm uploading posts and things. And if you are watching the replay on YouTube, I would love for you to give me a thumbs up and a subscribe. So welcome. We are going to do a fun fold tonight. So my Katie's Card Club for August just released, and it is the August kit. The July kit just went out yesterday. And so the way my card club runs is it is from the 12th of the month until the following, the 13th through the following 12th. So I'm a mid-month. And so it's always exciting when I release my new one because there's a lot of parts and pieces to this. So I appreciate everybody who's a part and everybody who just gets inspired. So hello, Kathy and Corinne and Kim. Thank you so much for sharing my Facebook Live. That helps me so much. Now, I've already been, you can see I've been playing with this quite a bit. Truth be told, Charming Day is a new bundle that was released in the July online exclusives. And this stamp set is actually sold out right now. It will be back in a couple weeks, in plenty of time. For my card club members who want to add it on or want to purchase it on their own, it will be back in time. So I was kind of waiting to make sure they kept saying to be determined, but now we have a date. So obviously this is already enormously popular. I can totally see why. It's actually part of a suite. So the suite, I'll show you the one thing. Hang on, let me grab this. This is the one item I'm actually not including with my card club. But the suite includes these beautiful dots. Love the colors in this. The suite has this braided trim in petal pink, and then it has the bundle and the gorgeous paper. So let me just go through this quickly with you, and then we're going to do a fun fold. I like to give my card club members an extra project. And so the extra project is this is going to be a tutorial. And if you are a subscriber to Candy's News, my Sweet Stamper News, this will be in your email probably tomorrow. It might be Saturday, but it'll be my next email that goes out. And so all of the measurements will be there for tonight's project. Okay, so this has amazing dies. Now I'm using this one tonight to cut out our stamped image. So let me just show you. The paper, I think, is gorgeous. What I love about, hey, Margaret, hey, Gail, welcome. What I love about this paper is it helps us to kind of lean into autumn without going full on. So, I mean, these colors are year round, but look at that. Oh, pretty peacock. I love it. So this is the front and back of each page. This is probably my favorite piece. I just think it's incredible. So we have quite a bit of berry burst in this. Well, now this might be my favorite piece. I tend to love leaves and branches, and I just love the colors in this and the shading in it. And then this is the back side, that timid tiger. Oh, it's just to die for. It's a soft orange. I think it's going to be fabulous for fall. Then we've got, look at all of these gorgeous colors. And then the back of that is Mossy Meadow. So you can see we've got a lot of colors in these papers, which I love because it gives us lots of creative possibilities. This is the piece I'm featuring tonight with these gorgeous roses. And look at that Night of Navy back. Oh, gorgeous. And then last but not least, these beautiful flowers with another one of my favorites, and that is Blackberry Bliss. So you do get a half sheet of each one of these, cut to 12 by 6 for mailing. And then you're going to get a sheet, which means a half a package of this textured metallics. You know, this is in our annual catalog, and I think it's easy to bypass this, but I think it's gorgeous. So it's actually copper, and I kept thinking this was like a funky silver. It's actually called tungsten, kind of a purpley silver. Actually works great for Halloween projects as well. And then that's all I have left. So this is the gold. So you'll get a half a sheet of each of these with your Card Club kit, but all of your die cutting will be done for you for your projects. That's just the way I run my club. So like here, we're using a gold piece, and then here I've got the copper. So I just love this stuff. These are the cards we're using a lot of the Designer Series paper, and I love these. These are very reproducible sketches that you can use again and again. Welcome, Carol. I'm so glad you are here. So this one, I used those tungsten, it kind of has a purpley silver. I used these on the back with some diagonal, diagonal application there. So all of these die cuts are done for you. I mean, the only stamping here is this little guy here, but this is fun to do with your blends. And then last but not least, these fun folds I'm really excited about. So I'm calling this a top fold with a belly band. There's probably a better name. I don't know. It's new to me. So this has a little bit of that gold. And then this is another great way to showcase our gorgeous Designer Series paper. Now, I will say, I probably did my belly band a little bit tight, but you can adjust that. So it's easier to slide off and on, but you don't want it too loose where it's, falling off for you. Hey, Gwen, it's so good to see you here tonight. And hello, Kelly, welcome, welcome. Hey, Linda, I'm glad you are here as well. So here is the counterpart. And this one I really love. Look at that tungsten foil sheet. I think it's just so special. And because it's brushed, the texture on it, I think just comes out so cool. And this one, honestly, I think this is pretty, I think this is pretty unisex. I think you could give this to a guy with those, all these branches in here. No, we have a few flowers here, but this was really fun, and it's easy to do. But again, really showcases your Designer Series paper. So when I give you a half a pack of paper, I want you to use the heck out of it. So that is Card Club for that just got released. So that is our August Card Club. Okay, so I am going to make a fun fold, and I will give you the measurements in my email. This is actually the mystery card for my team. So in my team Facebook group, Terry hosts every month. She's one of my team members up in St. Louis, Missouri. And oh, Linda, you love belly bands. Yay. Well, this is a great, that is a great fun fold for you. These are all the elements that Terry gave us, and this is for a fun fold. Now you can see this is where I was kind of experimenting with what blends I wanted to use. So this is going to be fun to put together. And I think it's, again, a great way to showcase Designer Series paper. So let's get going here. Now I'm going to do this so that we actually have like a card within a card, and I'm using Berry Burst. When I was looking at this paper, I thought, well, I could go Night of Navy, could even go Shaded Spruce or Bubble Bath, but I thought I'm going to go with this. So this is the way it's going to open. Now here on the base, I can either go this way or I can go this way. And this is where, I haven't made this card, so I've just cut the pieces. So we could do this, and we could do this, and we could do this. I'm really kind of betwixt and between about what I want to do. Or we could do this. Now I'm going to stamp and put my stamped image here. We could do it all the same, where it's almost like triple time stamping, if you're familiar with that. That is, to me, a little bit too busy. So I'm thinking I might do this because I am going to stamp this gorgeous flower, and then we're going to cut it out. So maybe I will stamp the flower first. And oh, Gail, I'm so glad you like the cards. I think I'm going to stamp the flower and color it first, and that'll kind of tell me what needs to be behind it when I stick it down. Okay, now, oh, here's my piece of paper. I just cut this. Now, this was not part of the tutorial that what do you call it? The mystery. I just cut a 4x3 piece because I figured that was probably about what I need here. And I settled on, sorry about the racket, these blends is what I'm going to use for my rose and leaves. So let's get this inked up with my Tuxedo Black Memento ink pad. And I just think the artwork in this is gorgeous. This is going to be so much fun to work with. You can do it watercolor, you can do your blends, you could do pencils, so many things. And then there's die cuts that are really gorgeous. So there is not a like a tag die. So I brought in, well, yeah, okay. That's all right. Yeah, I thought it's not quite as sharp as I'd like it to be. I think I probably need to ink my pad. I hope my little tag is in here, my little greeting. I already did that. We will find it. Oh, here it is. Okay. So I wanted to do that with a heat emboss and didn't want to have to do that on camera. Makes a lot of noise. Okay. I think I'm going to start with the leaves and take it from there. And thank you for bearing with me a little bit. I don't normally do quite this much coloring on camera, but I felt like this kind of demonstration was going to be good. Now you can see how the image has these little gaps, and that is purposeful. So I'm going to leave the gaps and not bring the color all the way through, just to give it a little bit of extra interest. So while I am doing all of this, and this outlining takes me a fair bit, and then when I go to fill it in, it goes pretty quickly. I like to do this. You know, this is the way I colored when I was in elementary school. I would always outline it first, and then I would fill it in with a lighter color, or I would just use the same crayon and press lightly. I still like that kind of coloring. It's not only very soothing and therapeutic, but I just like the look. Okay, so Kim is already weighing in. She likes the blue on the base. Okay, well, let's get this done, and then we will start doing some voting. I got to go have lunch with my brother today. My big brother lives here in town, and we try to get together about once a month, and we've just had he had a leak in his house and had all kinds of, you know, moving furniture and all that. The last time we were supposed to get together, which was right before my youngest son was moving, and they have now moved to North Carolina. And then, you know, my brother Jerry had all this stuff going on at his house. So that didn't really, you know what, that's a little bit dark. I'm going to bring in some Shy Shamrock. That's really dark. I like it, but it's a little bit darker than what I was looking for. So I'm going to bring in some Shy Shamrock. So then, you know, I had this nasty cold. I've only had a few colds in my life, but boy, this one was like the cold to end all colds. So then I was sick. So we finally got together today, and we like to try new places to eat, and that blend is not around. Let's see. Shy Shamrock is over here. I was designing with this, another class. So there's a new place in town, and it's called Pure and Simple, and it's P-U-R and Simple with an umlaut over the U. So it is a, evidently this is a chain out of Canada. And this one in San Antonio is the first one in the US. So they do brunch, and so we went at 1 o'clock and had a lovely meal together. The food was quite good. The coffee was excellent. And yeah, it's a brand new place. So we like to try, we both like to try new things. And so we had lots of great catching up, and we always take trips down memory lane. Does anybody else do that with their siblings? You know, truth be told, we were not close growing up. He's 8 years older than I am, and he left home at 18. So I didn't have a lot of growing up memories with him. And then, you know, he was off getting married, and I was, you know, I lived out of state, overseas, you know, we just didn't really connect much. And then the last, probably, I guess it's maybe been about 10 years now. Now that all the kids are grown and all moved away, it's like, oh, maybe we can start getting together and build this relationship that we really didn't have when we were younger. So it's just been such a delight. Oh, I'm liking those colors much better. That was just a little bit too dark. So we take lots of trips down memory lane because of the big age gap. Now, there were 2 brothers between us who have unfortunately passed away already. So when we take trips down memory lane, we do that because we fill in gaps for each other. He was, of course, experienced things I didn't because I wasn't on the scene yet, or I was too young to remember. And then I experienced things with my parents after he had moved out. And I'm liking that a lot. Woo, that is really popping. Now, hopefully that's going to not be too dark. Nope, I think it's going to be really nice. Man, those leaves are popping. Hey, Jolene, welcome from Minnesota. So, anyway, I had corned beef hash with poached egg and these really yummy potatoes. That is kind of their thing. I like, you know, if that's kind of their signature thing, I thought, well, I probably should try that. Now they have something, I don't know, y'all who are maybe from up north can tell me, something called poutine or poutine. I don't know how you say it. It's some Canadian thing, and I think they have it up in the northern US. I think it's some kind of meat. And I was like, well, maybe I'll try that next time. The corned beef caught my eye, so I thought, well, I'm going to go with that and see where we get on from there. But it was lovely, and just a nice break in the middle of the week. Thursday tends to be the day, either Thursday or Friday, that we get together. It just kind of works for our schedules. So I would love to know if you have a sibling that lives near enough you, or that you're able to go and visit somewhere else. Woo, that is strong. That bubble bath, I did not expect that. Well, we are going to just play with this. Now, light berry burst. You know what? I'm going to go with a little bit of petunia pop because it kind of feels like there's some purpley in here. Ooh. Well, let's see. We are just going to blend all the colors and see how it turns out. I think I'm going to like it. I think I need to not do it too matchy. I'm kind of digging it. I'm going to probably leave those bits that have a little bit of white. We're going to leave that behind. So yeah, these are really stronger colors than I anticipated, because I think the paper has those colors, but it's kind of like it's like muted, almost like it's like it's had a wash over it. So yeah, lunch with my big bro today. He's lovely. You know, he didn't move out when he was 18 necessarily because he wanted to, but my dad was Army and he had orders and we were going to Venezuela. And there really wasn't. My brother really couldn't go to school there. He was 18, couldn't really work there. So, you know, he stayed and lived with my grandmother while we were overseas. But those were kind of years that I would have gotten to know him better. Okay, this is going to go on my mini cut and emboss. Okay, Kathy, you have a brother and a sister that live within 30 minutes away. You know, that's what's nice, is because then you can have holidays together. And maybe even, you know, the occasional lunch out or breakfast out. So with Jerry, his wife has a lot of health issues, so she doesn't really get out much. And my husband, Jerry always says, you know, Buddy's welcome to come, but my husband always feels like, you know, Jerry comes to our house for holidays and stuff, but he says, you know what, this is time for you and your brother. It's a good thing. Why don't you guys go? And that way you can take all those trips down memory lane and not feel like, you know, that I'm excluded or whatever. So I appreciate that he has that kind of sentiment for that. And then once in a while he'll come. Depends on where we're eating. And I brought him probably about half of my corned beef hash, which he was happy about. Okay, Jolene has a sister who lives in Pennsylvania. Don't get to see her often. Oh, and she came to visit after 8 years. How cool is that? Gail has a brother who lives 40 miles or 40 minutes away. Okay. Oh, he's going to be a grandfather for the first time. Boy, that's a game changer. That is a game changer. And let's see, Kim has, oh, you and your brother are 1 year and 1 day apart. See, my first two are really close together. I was his first birthday present. I love it. See, my daughter was born on my husband's birthday, and he's 4 days after me. So we have a lot of birthday celebrations at once. I'm liking that rather a lot. Let's see what we can make happen here. I think I'm going to like it. Let's see. You celebrated on Monday with your younger sister, and I love it when families get together. I do think that as you get older, I think you appreciate family more. Jerry and I were talking about today. I think part of it is because, you know, when you're younger, you're so busy raising your family and everything. Holy cow. I mean, there's just a lot that goes into that. And some of us, you know, we're ending up moving around and all of that. Oh, now you see, that's a totally different look. I think I'm digging it. You guys tell me what you're thinking here, but I'm thinking we're going to go all blue. And then we can open and we can go pink here and we can go pink here. I think we have solved that mystery. Okay, I'm getting some hearts, so I think that you guys are seeing it the same way I am, and I don't know where we're going to put this. We might just put it on the inside, and that's for my inside piece. Okay, let's put this together, and we will. Aren't these gorgeous colors? You know, when they said that was Night of Navy, I'm thinking, no, it's much softer than that. But actually, when you put it next to Night of Navy paper, it is Night of Navy, but it's, you know, it's that very muted, almost washed out look. And I am loving this. Like I said, I will give you all these measurements in my news, email news, either tomorrow or Saturday, whichever the case may be, of when the next one's coming out. But this is the mystery card for my team this month, and I could tell it was a fun fold. I thought, oh, I think this would be fun for Facebook Live. And if you are a Card Club member, you'll have everything to make this. And if you're not, you can still get inspired and do fun things with this. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and stick this down here. Whoopsie. Like so. I like this. It's a card within a card. And I like that a lot. So well done, Terry. Sometimes she's here with me on Facebook Live, but she is not tonight, alas. I'm bragging on her, but she can watch the replay. Now I'm going to go ahead and put this on here as well. Doesn't really matter which direction. Because see, if I do that, I think it's just too much. It gets kind of lost in the shuffle. But this deep blue makes a perfect background. Okay, Gail's loving all the blue and Kim's liking the layout. All right. Gail's liking the blue. We are hitting it. Oh, now, Corinne, you said your brother lives in Maryland. Ooh, recovering from back surgery. Well, at least your parents are there to help him. That's such a blessing. I do like that little, I think that's a nice little pop on the inside, almost kind of unexpected. And I think we'll put that here as well. Oh, I'm liking this rather a lot. And that is going to go right there for a little greeting. And I might end up putting that greeting on the inside. Let's see. I will say, I love putting die cuts on the inside of cards. I think it's unexpected, and I like the unexpected. This is coming out Beautimus. So I had a plan with the measurements, but that was kind of it. So, oh yeah. Oh, I gotta have one more over here. One more over here. No, I think we just need to go with the blue all the way. Let's go blue all the way, and then pink on the inside when you open the card. You know, I also love anything that is going to help me use my Designer Series paper, because it is one of my absolute favorite design elements. And I don't want it sitting on my shelf. I want to be using it. Now, this has a fair bit of weight, or not depth, because of the fun folds, but I'm still going to pop that up on dimensionals. Ooh, I wonder how that would look with some Wink of Stella. What do we think? What do we think about putting some Wink of Stella there? You know, oh, there it is. I knew I had it earlier. Let me stick it down first, and then we'll add some Wink of Stella, because I think that those colors are so vibrant. And to me, that's leaning into fall just a wee bit, because we are looking into some pretty bright colors, but they're deep as well. Dimensionals, that's what I'm looking for. I thought I already got them out. Yep, they're somewhere floating around here. Let's see. I'll put all of my markers away. Well, you know what? This is what's available. That's maybe what we're going to use. I got them out ahead of time. This is what happens when I get ahead of myself. No, I had a whole sheet of them right here. Okay, let's just use, now I need to be mindful that I want this to open and I don't want that to collide. So I need to make sure that this can hang off over here, but not over here. And yeah, that's going to be okay because it kind of blends in. I mean, I could go this way, but I kind of have my flowers going in the other direction. That's kind of fun though. What do y'all think? Should I go portrait or should I go landscape? Because honestly, the design, oh, now Kim's saying yes on the Wink of Stella. Okay, so while we're deciding that, I'll do a little Wink of Stella on these flowers and see, oh yeah, see it deepens it too. Okay, and this one is getting a little bit, oh, I think there's still some in here. Let's see, oh yeah, it's coming out nice. So I have to get it just in the right light. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Hey, Susan, I'm so glad you are here. Welcome, welcome. Susan was part of my online bingo last night, and Kelly is here. She was part of that group, and Kathy is here. So we had, okay, portrait we are going to go with. Kathy's the first. She is the first vote, and we're just going to go with that. Okay, I think that's dry. Okay, now let's see. I need to make sure this is all the way flush and not hanging off the edge, because I want to make sure that when my card opens that I don't squash the leaves. That would be unfortunate. Okay. Now I've got a couple of votes for portrait. I've got one vote for landscape. I think this is a fun, it's a really fun, fun fold. So Susan, you're part of my team, and Kelly, this is the mystery card that Terry Lynn is hosting for us. I will post this on my team page when I'm done. Okay, let's see. Now, oh yeah, I am digging it. I am digging. Oh, and I do have room to put my little, it almost gets lost in the shuffle because I made it that dark blue, I don't know. You guys, what do you think? Oh, I think it's going to go right there. I think I just answered my question. I think it's going to go right there. I like that rather a lot. And then I have plenty of room to put, ooh, that's going to be a tough decision. I've got these Petunia Pop and I've got Night of Navy, and I think they both would look really nice. So, and maybe I'll just kind of go crazy with them all. But we do have a lot of blue, so I think I probably should do this. And, yeah. Keep it simple, Candy. Don't overthink it. Does anybody else overthink their cards sometimes here? Excuse me. Still got a little tiny tickle, but I tell you what, that cold is just about gone. I am 95% better. Maybe 90. Okay, let's go here. And then one more up in the corner. So we kind of go hog wild with the gems. Okay, so it is a mystery card, and so we didn't know until we started putting it together what it was going to look like. We had mystery measurements, and it's a mystery because we don't have an outside greeting either, which I'm totally good with. And then when you open it up, oh my, it came out so nice. I'm really pleased. Thank you guys for your design input. I love designing with you. And like I said, this will be in my next email, which will probably be, well, it might be tomorrow. It's either going to be Friday or Saturday. So thanks so much for tuning in tonight. Thank you for your creative input. Oh, there's my dimensionals right there. Ay, ay, ay. Don't forget that Candy's Card Club is open for registration. Many of you are already club members, which I appreciate ever so much. It is the quick and easy way to have regular monthly creativity delivered to your doorstep. So, oh, Kim's giving me an A+. Oh, that makes me feel so good. I was a bit of an overachiever with school, with the subjects I liked, not so much on the ones I didn't like. So, hey, Diana, I didn't see you here. Oh, your husband thought he had a bad cold, but it ended up being, well, we had tested for COVID right away and we were negative. So I'm grateful for that. But quick recovery for him. And thank you again for tuning in. Hey, Carol, I didn't see you. So welcome. And I'm so glad that you were here with me tonight for Thursday night stamping. I will see you next week here for Facebook Live for Thursday night stamping. And in between, I will see you in the comments on Facebook and in my email news and also at sweetstamper.com. So my blog is also very active and I upload to that regularly, usually several times a week. So that is where you can catch me. Sweetstamper.com, you can find everything. Thanks again for tuning in. Take care and God bless.